the young, and the restless spoilers. Jack Abbott had always been a man of determination, but his recent struggles with addiction had left his life in shambles. Realizing the toll it had taken on his relationships, particularly his marriage, Jack knew it was time for a change. He had been living a life of recklessness, causing worry and pain to those he cared about. Now, he was resolute in his decision to turn things around. Standing before Diane, Jack's eyes were filled with sincerity and regret. "I know I've been a terrible husband and a source of constant worry," he admitted. "But I promise you, Diane, I will change. I will beat this addiction and get my life back on track." Diane, moved by Jack's vulnerability, embraced him tightly. "I believe in you, Jack. We can get through this together." Their moment of reconciliation was heartfelt, a beacon of hope for a new beginning. However, not everyone was pleased with this turn of events. Nikki, who had harbored feelings for Jack, was consumed with jealousy. She couldn't stand the thought of Jack finding happiness with Diane again. Her mind raced with plans to sabotage their renewed relationship. Determined to undermine Jack's recovery, Nikki decided to exploit his vulnerabilities. She knew that addiction was a battle of willpower, and she planned to use it against him. If she could make him relapse, it would drive a wedge between him and Diane, and she could have Jack to herself. Nikki's first move was subtle. She began by leaving bottles of alcohol and small quantities of drugs in places she knew Jack would find them. Her hope was that the temptation would prove too strong, causing Jack to fall back into his old habits. But Jack was steadfast in his resolve. Each time he encountered these temptations, he remembered his promise to Diane and his desire to change. One evening, Nikki confronted Jack directly, offering him a drink. "Come on, Jack. Just one drink won't hurt. It'll help you relax," she coaxed, her voice dripping with false sweetness. Jack's eyes hardened as he pushed the glass away. "No, Nikki. I'm done with that life. I don't want your drinks or your drugs. I want to be a better man, for Diane and for myself. Don't come here with these things again." Nikki, unfazed by his rejection, smirked inwardly. She had anticipated this resistance and was prepared to escalate her efforts. She began to orchestrate situations that would stress Jack out, hoping that under pressure, he might break. She spread rumors, created misunderstandings, and even tried to manipulate Diane into doubting Jack's commitment to sobriety. Despite Nikki's relentless attempts, Jack remained resolute. His commitment to his recovery grew stronger with each passing day. He attended support groups, engaged in therapy, and surrounded himself with positive influences. Diane was his pillar of strength, standing by his side through every challenge. Nikki, however, was not one to give up easily. She became more aggressive in her tactics, often showing up unannounced with drugs, hoping to catch Jack in a moment of weakness. One night, she cornered him in his office, a sinister smile playing on her lips as she offered him a line of cocaine. "Jack, you know you want it. Just one last time," she whispered seductively. Jack's response was swift and firm. "Get out, Nikki. I don't need this, and I don't need you in my life. I'm done letting you control me." Nikki's frustration boiled over. She couldn't understand why her efforts were failing. She had underestimated Jack's determination and the strength of his support system. Each failed attempt only served to highlight her own desperation. As Nikki's schemes continued to unravel, Jack's progress became more evident. His relationship with Diane flourished as they rebuilt their lives together. They were not without challenges, but their bond grew stronger with each trial they faced. One day, Jack received a call from Nikki, who was in a state of panic. She had gone too far in her own spiral of self-destruction and needed help. Despite everything, Jack couldn't turn his back on her. He knew that addiction was a cruel master and that Nikki needed the same support he had received. Jack and Diane arranged for Nikki to enter a rehabilitation program, hoping she would find the strength to overcome her own demons. It was a long road, but they were willing to help her through it. In the end, Jack's journey to sobriety became a testament to his resilience and the power of love and support. He proved that with determination and the right people by his side, he could overcome even the most daunting challenges. Nikki's attempts to sabotage his recovery had only made him stronger, and in helping her, he found a sense of closure and peace.